This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm Stacey Van Dyke.
I'm Justin Betty. If you need to still head home from a Super Bowl party tonight, be careful. It is blowing, causing some visibility issues for some drivers.
This was a look at I-29 between Fargo and Grand Forks near the Mayville exit earlier today. Here with a first look at what's next is Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch?
Thank you, Stacey and Justin, and good evening, everyone. Hope you are enjoying the close to your weekend. Now, we did get some fresh snow out there, and a look at our 4 tower cams in the upper left. That's Devil's Lake, where the wind has really been strong the last couple of hours. Snow starting to fall at Hankinson and here in the FM area. Not snow and not much wind in the Grand Forks area right now. So we do have some areas of concern. Let's get right to it. Here's a look at that Wadena Highway 10 area. Roads covered out there, and some horizontal flakes at times falling at US 71 at Lake Itasca. So on the Minnesota side of the river, anywhere you see pink, roads are covered. That's Grand Forks to Fargo. That's 75. That's Highway 9. That's Highway 32, Thief River area out towards Bemidji. Some tough travel there. On the North Dakota side, there are travel advisories. Anywhere you see the purple colors there with snow-covered roads in northwest Minnesota. And that's because we do have some winds that have been gusting to 51 miles per hour just a couple hours ago in the Jamestown area. That's taking this new snow that's falling now in Sisseton, moving south of Fargo, and it's blowing it around. So the wind not too bad here in Fargo yet. As you take a look, it's southerly at only 6 miles per hour, but the gusts are very strong out in the James River Valley down towards Oaks. That will be sliding to the south and east as we go through the evening hours. So at least a couple of hours, if not more, of blowing, drifting, and near zero visibility. We'll have hour-by-hour details in your forecast, though, coming up here in just a couple of moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
We're following a developing story tonight. Take a listen.
807 and 600 medical assist, 42nd Street, 47th Avenue South for a female that jumped out of a vehicle. She appears to have been stabbed.
Fargo police say they are actively investigating a possible stabbing that took place last night. The call came in shortly after 11:30 p.m. According to Red River dispatch log, officers were on scene for more than 3 hours. Fargo police say they have identified a suspect, but they have not said whether they actually have that person in custody. However, right now authorities do say there is no threat to the public. The victim's condition remains unknown at this time. New tonight, the Thief River Falls man has died after his snowmobile collided with an ambulance yesterday. The St. Louis County, Minnesota Sheriff's Office says the crash happened around 3:30 in the afternoon on Ash River Trail. Sheriff's officials say 61-year-old Jeffrey Blum was trying to ride his snowmobile across that trail when it was hit by the ambulance responding to a medical call. The Sheriff's Office says Blum was pronounced dead at the scene.
A Brainerd man is dead after police say he shot himself after fleeing a traffic stop. The Meeker County Sheriff's Office says officers first attempted to pull over 34-year-old Stephen Passant for speeding near Eden Valley, northwest of the Twin Cities. The Sheriff's Office says he drove off before crashing into a ditch, at one point exchanging gunfire with police. The Midwest Medical Examiner's Office says he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The officer was not injured. Today, police arrested the remaining protesters blocking the Ambassador Bridge linking Detroit to Canada. It's normally the busiest land border crossing in North America, but truckers and supporters have been blocking it in protest of COVID vaccine mandates. The arrests come after an Ontario court ruled Friday protesters must clear the bridge. Windsor's mayor said border crossings will resume when it's safe.
Tonight, the LA Rams are Super Bowl champions after holding off the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20 in this year's big game.
Many fans here in the Valley joined together to watch the game, whether it be at home or at their favorite sports bar. Valley News Team's Alex Larson went to Bar Down in West Fargo to find out who locals were cheering for.
I think we're going to have a great turnout. You know, we have a lot of people that come in. We have those massive TVs back here. We have 4 different TVs. It's going to be a great time.
A boost for Bar Down as they brought in a big crowd to watch the Super Bowl. And it was pretty split on who everyone was cheering for.
Bengals.
Bengals? Why Bengals?
Because they're the underdog.
Well, I'm just really happy that the Packers didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but I do have $10 on the Rams, so.
I'm rooting for the Bengals. I'm all for the underdogs to come out on top.
I'm rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals. I am rooting for the Rams.
Some even making up their own teams.
I'm rooting for the Cats.
Many others just excited to watch the game.
Well, this year is a whole new, whole different kind. You know, I'm not rooting for any team specifically, but they both deserve it so much. They've worked so hard, and this playoff season has been amazing.
Most told me neither of the teams are their favorite.
Well, every year we're a little upset we didn't make it, but I'm happy I'm here, and I'm happy I'm hanging out.
I like the Ravens. My favorite team's the Ravens.
No idea who's on the team. I just like to see the guy that comes out, you know, the lower guy, come on top and beat the people that we're cheering for.
They're still able to find a reason to come out and enjoy it.
The food, and the bar down is great, so yeah, I'm happy I came.
Halftime and just the plays.
Even if they're not sure what they're about to enjoy.
I'm excited for the halftime. I'm not sure who's performing yet, but it's always a great surprise.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg, a lot of people. I don't know.
Oh, wow, okay, so we're bringing in some legends.
In West Fargo, Alex Larson, Valley News Live.
In other news, Governor Doug Burgum will deliver his 2022 State of the State address this week. It's scheduled for Wednesday at the Fargo Theater starting at 10 a.m. It was originally scheduled for last month, but the governor came down with laryngitis, later diagnosed with COVID-19. The State of the State address is open to the public. We'll also live stream it to you on our Facebook page.
Well, thanks to the pandemic, it's been nearly 2 years since the Concordia College band last went on tour.
But with the easing of COVID restrictions, they are finally able to hit the road again. Valley News Team's Aaron Walling spoke with the band about what it means to get back to doing what they love.
The Concordia band has returned home after their first tour since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. They closed out their tour on Sunday here at home, playing at the Memorial Auditorium in Moorhead.
It's going to be really meaningful to be able to share this music with them, and I'm sure it will be an emotional time for everyone there, especially for the seniors who this is the last tour and home concert that we'll get to be a part of.
Their domestic tour was limited to stops in South Dakota and Minnesota, but Peter Haberman, the director of bands at Concordia College, says these experiences are invaluable to students. Being able to build connections and travel together as a group are chances they didn't have due to the pandemic.
It's been a huge boost that, that we're able to come back and share music. And for my students, what an amazing opportunity to share their craft with these students and these audiences as we've went around Minnesota and South Dakota.
For seniors like Michaela Pash, their college experience was upended by the coronavirus. No more travels, no more concerts in other towns, which just made this latest opportunity even more special.
It was such a fantastic feeling to be able to just share it, and it's the type of thing that I will remember for a long time.
At Concordia College, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
Still ahead on Valley News Live at 10, we'll show you how one Fargo area business is providing a type of service the owners say is otherwise missing in the region.
And we had snow today and even more falling as we speak. The wind picking up, reducing visibilities to a quarter mile or less at times. We'll have hour by hour details on some windy and wintry weather ahead next.